Hi everyone, it's Miss Kate.
And Miss Hazel today on the camera.
Today we're going to do a bird project using plaster strips to create a bird, but first we're going to build the base. So we had already cut out our bird shapes from cardboard, from some old boxes. We want them to be the same, so when we put them together they look like this. But first we're going to build the body. So I'm going to start by taking some other strips of cardboard and...
Wait, Miss Kate, what's next to you?
Oh, this is one that already has the plaster strip on. This is my practice one. I don't really like where I put the feet, so I'm going to show you where to put the feet later. Because he kind of falls back. He doesn't really stand. I thought he'd look like this and be great, but I don't really like him as much. So I'll show you a better spot. Okay. So I'm going to roll this up. Take some masking tape. Put it around. And then I'm going to tape this piece up around his head. Just like that. It's going to help give us some more depth to the body.
And it doesn't matter if you can see the tape because we're going to cover it with plaster strips.
Exactly, it doesn't even matter.
So you're rolling it up. Let me see it.
Yeah, so I took my strip and I folded it like this.
Okay.
And then I took a piece of tape and I rolled it around
to
like
make it stay.
So it would stay together. And then, oh, it didn't stay together very well, did it? I got to do that again.
Okay.
Sometimes I make the piece too short. And then we take another piece and now I'm going to put it down around sort of the bottom part of his body there. So I'm imagining this is his head, this is his tail.
Okay.
Now to make his feet, I am using a paper clip, which I'm going to open up like this, all the way, so it's straight-ish, not all the way straight. And now to make his foot, we're just going to make sort of a roundish shape like this. It takes some bending to make it go around.
And you might need a big friend's help if it's too hard for you. Just ask a big friend for help.
Now, the thing I want to test is can it stand up? And it can.
Nice, okay.
So now I'm going to do another one.
All right.
Open that one up. Oh, it's very hard. And if you want to learn later how to use the plaster strips, we do have a video that was from making a melted ice cream cone that shows you how to use them properly. So you don't have to stay on this too long. This is to show you how to build the body. But the plaster strips are pretty easy. Just remember that when you're doing them, you have to make sure not to wash your hands in your sink. You have to first rinse your hands off. Oh, that one stands up too.
Good work, Miss
Okay,
Kate.
so now, here goes where we're going to put it in. So I'm going to figure that he's going to stand up like this. Not like this like my first one, because that didn't work very well. You have to, sometimes I have to practice these things, see if it's going to work. So the easiest way I have found is to shove this kind of inside his body like this and kind of figure out how tall do I want him to be, kind of, probably about that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to tape him in there so the foot doesn't move around too much. Do the same on the other side and I'll quickly get that other foot on so you can see that.
Okay, show us how you put it in again.
So I took this, now I'm going to put them together and kind of figure out where I want his other foot to be because I want him to be able to stand. I'm going to show you another trick that I learned once. See, now, look, this has already kind of turned his foot a little bit. See how it's kind of not really flat anymore? Okay, so now I measure that approximately. That looks like it's going to work. I can adjust it if I have to.
Okay, taping it back in.
You want to tape the foot in. If you have trouble, you could also just lay it along here and tape it down. That would be okay too. Either way works. Now, I'm going to tape the two body parts together and match them up so they're pretty, trying to keep them the same this way. I'm going to tape the body.
Nice.
Tape the body again. And there we go. Now, here's the oh, he actually kind of stands up, except it's because we're windy in here.
Miss Kate.
Okay, so this is the other thing that I found. You are only going to want to put one complete coat of the plaster strips on your bird, making sure that you smooth it all out so you don't have the little holes. You're going to make sure the whole thing is covered. I put too much on this and it's a little too heavy to stand up. If you have that trouble, I'm taking this piece of foam core and I'm gonna tape him down before I
Oh, yeah.
before I paint him, because
Yeah.
otherwise it's a little bit frustrating.
And you can use paper mache with gluey water and newspaper strips or flour and water. You can find those recipes online.
Yeah.
But we like plaster strips. Any other tips, Miss Kate?
No, but remember to paint it and think about where his feathers might be. Maybe you have some feathers to glue on to add to his interest there, and then find a lovely place in your house to put him.
Thanks, Miss
Okay.
Kate.
Well, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, if you really like this video, you can follow us on Instagram or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Alameda Arts.
Bye,
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.